What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life and TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of Put a Ring on It, Season 2, Episode... Full Court Press. I think that's the name of it. I don't even know the episode number. Child? We're halfway through the process, according to Dr. Nicole. I thought we was a little close to the end, but she said we're halfway through. First of all, forgive me for being super late on this. When I tried to watch it last week, I fell asleep. I got the wrong time. Thought it came on an hour earlier than it did, and I was asleep by the time it actually came on. So I tried to watch it over the weekend, and it wasn't on demand. I put up this bootleg version on YouTube. It was horrible, so I gave up. They finally put it back on demand, and then I started having internet problems. So I'm here now. We here now. This episode surprised me. Alexia surprised me this episode, especially considering I still think that her and Darion are going to be together in the end. So this really surprised me. She's going on a date with this guy named Monty. Jessica's going on a date with Clarence. No, she's going on a date with a new guy as well. What was his name? Shon. She's going on a date with Shon. Shon, the one on the show, he's going on a third date with Brittany. And, of course, Darion is going with Kai again. Dr. Nicole said for this particular week, she wants LaRonda and Eric to not date and to focus on the heaviest parts of their relationship. This is the second week in a row that Eric didn't go on a date. I was surprised about that. Very surprised about that. But the thing is, like, I don't see them working on whatever their issues are at all. Last season, what the hell? I just knocked down my bottle of water. Last season, we saw when they were working on themselves that they actually either had some one-on-ones or something to address their individual issues. Remember, Hollywood was working on his mama issues and things like that. Yeah, so they didn't do that. At least they haven't done it yet this particular season. So somebody sent me a text message. I ain't gonna respond yet. We start off, if I'm not mistaken, everybody's leaving the session. Well, that's not where we start off. We start off where we picked off last week with Alexia had walked out. And it took Shon to say, you might want to go after her, for Darion to get up. He goes outside, goes to the porch like, hey, where you going? You know, Alexia didn't turn around. She didn't break a step. She high-stepped into the car. Well, she got in the car and she sat there. She didn't drive away. Probably because producer told her don't leave, but she didn't drive away. Or maybe she didn't have the keys. I don't know. She got in, so she might have had the keys. But Darion did eventually follow her out. When he got there to the car, all he could say is, what's your problem with Kai? Why are you tripping off of this girl? And Alexia's like, you just don't get it. Everybody else should have came second. We're supposed to be here working on us, but it feels like you are trying to just date Kai. Regardless of who was in that situation, but regardless of who the person was, you seem like you are only here for the dates. This is like her fourth time saying this. But Darion says that he still don't understand what the problem is. Why she tripping off of Kai? Well, if you have known to be a habitual cheater, you got 3 kids outside of your relationship that happened during that 14-year span, and from what I'm hearing and understanding, this didn't happen on the breaks. This is why the breaks happen. So she has a lot of cause to doubt, especially when you check out on her and not check in, or you leave town and not tell her. You spent all your time down in the studio, and apparently you are having a lot of conversations with Kai outside of these cameras. Now, this particular season, however, is supposed to be no boundaries. I think we have forgotten that point. So whether or not he's talking to Kai, whether or not he's holding hands with Kai, whether or not he's snugging up with her, That is what this season is supposed to be about. No boundaries. The thing is that Darion is missing is you still need to draw some in order for you to have a successful relationship when you're interacting with other people. One, you have no boundaries with Kai from what I see, because you talk too much about your girlfriend to her. She knows too much about what Alexis is thinking and or feeling. She probably even know what color drawers Alexis wearing today because you tell Kai. You're making Kai feel a lot of side chicks. They feel like they are special because the man unloads on them. They're giving you the information that you need to fill in the blanks. If he's telling you everything that's wrong with his current woman, you know exactly what not to do to make yourself look more appealing. And that is exactly what Darion is doing with Kai. Kai thinks she's all that in a bag of tricks. Okay? Like I said, she's doing everything that Alexis ain't doing for Darion in her mind. So she don't understand why he can't move on to her. We get to their house. Out there in the sticks, Darion comes into the kitchen and says, I want to apologize to you. Me and Alexia like, apologize? Okay then, what's up, right? He says, I want to apologize for what happened yesterday. I'm still waiting to hear what exactly are you apologizing for. I want to apologize for what happened yesterday, but I want you to admit where you were wrong and apologize as well. So therefore, we can apologize together. This is not an apology, brother. That is not an apology. That is a demand. That is a controlling, manipulative way to make her feel like she owes you an apology. Alexia don't feel like she owe you shit. So you're trying to force an apology out of her that she don't believe you deserve. She don't believe that she has reason to apologize. What am I apologizing for? And that's what you need to first address, Darion. What exactly are you apologizing for? He says he apologized for being too honest. I thought that's what we're supposed to be doing here, is being honest. So when I said that I wanted to see Kai again, when I said that I could see us in the future with one another, I was being honest. But you can't respect my honesty. And Alexia's like, huh? It's not that she can't respect her honesty, she says. It's that Kai's supposed to be second. I'm supposed to be your priority. And when you say things like that, I have feelings about those things. He's like, well, that's where you have wrong thinking. No. That's not wrong thinking. Because you're being honest does not mean that I still don't have a feeling about it. And I still can express my feeling about it too. Therefore, me being honest. But because my feelings don't line up with what you saying or saying, go out there and get it, son. You saying that I'm the one that's in the wrong. Alexia's like, no. I get where you coming from. I hear you. But that's not what's going to happen today. You know what's going to happen? I'm going on my date. I'm going on my date and I'm going to have a good time and I ain't going to think about you. I ain't going to think about nothing that happened yesterday. I'm done with this. Let's dead this conversation. See you later. Bye. Okay. So Alexia went on her date with the guy Monty. Monty set up a basketball date. She whooped his ass accordingly. However he could play, you know. I liked their conversation. She actually smiled. I don't think I've seen Alexia smile this entire season. For any reason, I don't think I've seen that girl smile. And she genuinely smiled with this person. She was at ease with this person. She found him intriguing. And so she's like, hey, Darion gonna need to come bring his A game if he want to top this. Okay. I was like, well, damn. Okay. All right, Alexia. She really came out of her bubble. He brought to me a lot, because a lot of you say that she's so masculine. She has a lot of masculine energy. She's a basketball player. She's a ball player. A lot of ball players have a tomboy energy. I'm kind of sort of tomboy myself, but still, I don't see her. I see her as a very feminine person with, she does have, I don't like to even call it masculine. I think sometimes when we as people, we see a woman that's very stern. Let me put it that way. Not all giddy all the damn time. We equate that to being masculine energy by not displaying that shit all the time. Somebody that's not batting their eyes all the time because she does her hair. She wears makeup. She doesn't dress in a way that is tomboyish. So her masculine energy that you guys are feeling has to be from her not expressing all the girly. I can't even say girly. I don't want to say girly. What's the word I'm looking for? The I need a man vibe. You know what I'm saying? That she bases her whole energy off of a man. That's the vibe. That I don't even know how to name it. That she doesn't have, that's how I'm feeling. She gives me feminine energy, just with a tomboy kick. That's what she gives me. But anywho, this dude actually softened that tomboy, brought that tomboy down. Even though she was competitive, it was still a playfulness to her competitiveness, and not like, not aggressive in nature, not stern in nature. So I really liked Toamati. I did. I liked Toamati. Well, while she's on her date, Darion has a one-on-one with Dr. Nicole. He called this meeting. Dr. Nicole was like, "Oh, what you want to talk to me about?" His use of words, I think, are so relevant to what he is saying. He said in the confessional that his home life is in a shambles, and he's supposed to be in control of that situation. Alexis is not a woman that he can necessarily control 100%. When he can get her to the point where she's extra emotional and she get in her feelings and she get loud, he feels accomplished. When she's not debating with him, when she's not in a competitive tone with him, he feels like he ain't got no control of the situation. The fact that she don't even want to talk about his apology, the fact that she's not going to even offer him an apology or agree that he deserves an apology, he's losing control of his woman. He needs to be in control. So he goes and sits down to Dr. Nicole. He says, "I need you to show me how to get through that tough exterior because my tactics aren't working." The fact that you use tactics, and then he doesn't even call it a relationship, he calls it a situation. I need you to help me work through my situation. These choice of words, Darion, you are a fucking asshole loser. I'm just gonna put it out there. You are an asshole loser, and I hope that I'm wrong and that Alexia leaves your black ass. I swear for goodness. Dr. Nicole was like, "Dude, y'all been together 14 years. In 14 years, she's put up this barrier with you. Or she had a barrier to begin with that she refused to let down. That means that there's something in you that she sees that she needs to protect herself from." I get it. No, you don't. Because when you sat your black ass down there with Kai a little later, you would once again put it on Alexia. You sat there and told Kai she has a problem with you. Kai said, "Look, he gonna need to make a decision today. Is it me or is it her? This is our 4th date. For some reason, it feels to me that Kai and Darion have already slept together. That's what it feels like to me. It feel like to me. He was like, you know what? If I let you go, then who am I talk to? How much have you been talking to? How much have you been confining? When did she become your confidant? She's like, I am not your helpmate. You know, I'm supposed to be your partner, but I'm not your helpmate. I'm not here to help you out with your relationship with her. You got a whole situation over there that ain't beneficial to you, but you don't want to let it go. You're trying to hold on to both of us. But Kai, I think she'd be willing to keep holding on. In the end, Darion decided he wasn't going to go out with her no more. But that's only because she challenged him. Darion has to be in control. When she put her foot down and said, you need to make up your mind whether you want me or not, he didn't like that shit. He says, I don't like feeling pressure. He just liked being up in Kai's face and Kai like, you get it. That's what he liked. But when he realized that Kai wants him to make decisions, that ain't what you're supposed to be doing. Play your position, Ma. Play your position. So, Dr. Nicole says to them, in the end, because Alexia said, I want to go out with Monty again. Dr. Nicole says, Darion, since you're not going to go out with Kai again, because he decided he's not going to go. But he only said, actually he didn't say, he said he wasn't sure if he wanted to say he didn't want to go. Because he wants to go out on a 5th date with Kai, but he feels that if he goes out on a 5th date, then it's going to be consequences and repercussions. Alexia told him, look, how I move is based off of how you move. You move, I move just like that. Dr. Nicole said that's a bit of control. You trying to control what he does. You know, but Dr. Nicole, for every cause there's an effect. I mean, let's just be honest, okay? But she said, okay, this is what I want you to do, Darion. I want you to go on a date with Alexia this week. Alexia say no, the hell he won't. She said no. I don't want to go on a date with him this week, probably not next week either. I want to go on my date with Monty. That's it. So my answer to you, Dr. Nicole, is no. I was like, well, damn. Look at Alexia. Now, and if we want to say masculine energy, look at Alexia growing some balls here, right? I was proud of her at that moment. But my thing it would be is if she's only doing it just to piss him off, then it's not beneficial. If you're doing it because this is what you really feel that you should do, like I want to fuck with that energy this week, let me have a good time and enjoy my dates with Monty, I'm all here for it. But if you saying I don't want to fuck with him this week just to piss him off, then that's where it's an issue for me. Moving on. Good job, Alexia. Eric and Jessica. Jessica went on her new date with the new guy, Shon. I liked Shon. I liked Shon's whole energy and mood and vibe. I really did. What I did not like about this date is Jessica. Jessica is the person that needs assurance. Am I cute? Would I be your number one? Do I look better than her? Jessica is that person. She needs somebody always telling her how fine she looks, how good she looks. Now, her and Shon did have a few things in common. They both have 2 daughters. I was surprised to hear that because that's first I think I heard them mention that Jessica had any kids. So I was surprised. Ooh, I just moved something. What is very stable. So I was very surprised to hear that. She said she's very family oriented. You know, and they seem to gel well. He did show her some appreciation without being over the top, you know. I think she feels that she intimidated him somewhat because she was saying he don't need to drink this tequila just to loosen up. It was just like, because he seems to not be overly thirsty. You know, that's what it seemed like to me. He's not old, and she wants him to be sipping all of what she has up. That's what I got from Jessica. Okay, so they have a one-on-one with Dr. Nicole. And we get to the nitty-gritty of what's really going on. About a year ago, when he decided to, when he retired from football, you know, a lot of people, when they leave a job that they've been on so long or something that they love, they have a hard transition period. He was having a hard time stepping away from the NFL. During this time, he said he expressed that to her. But it wasn't that she was understanding what he was saying. She felt like he was taking out his anger about the NFL onto her, but she never expressed that to him. What that did was allow her to entertain other people. Eric said, well, when this happened, when she started entertaining the other guy, she hopped on the other guy, which means she fucked him, the other guy. That his, like I say, choice of words. She said I entertained. He said she hopped on another man. She fucked him. Within a week of them separating, they've been together 4 years, and within a week of them separating, she hopped on another man, which leads him to believe they had already been together way before that happened. Dr. Nicole was like, is that true? She said, not physically, but I had been entertaining him on Instagram prior to that. Why are you entertaining anybody on Instagram when you got a whole grown ass man at home? Why would you do that? And then it was another NFL player. I wonder if it was a teammate. It was another NFL player. And she was like, well, I just need him to understand that's done over with. I'm with you now. So he like, ain't no so. It ain't no so when you supposed to have blocked his number, but you FaceTime him. Well, he called me from a different number. Then you should have hung the fuck up. But instead, you entertained that conversation. You saw who face it was. Whether it was Jessica is lying. Jessica's still fucking with that dude. She's still entertaining that dude. She might not be still hopping on him presently, but she doing exactly what Eric said. She keeping him. He's the break that glass dude. I think I talked about this before in another TV show. He's the guy behind the glass to break my window. So in the event that Eric don't work out, she could break that glass and pull him out. Keep him there. Keep him locked and loaded. That's exactly what she's doing. I believe that wholeheartedly. Jessica is an attention whore. She needs to feel attractive. When Dr. Nicole asked her what is her idea of love, her explanation was just being around you. She doesn't know what love is. Her idea of love, in my understanding, is attention. 100%. And like I say, you entertaining this dude through Instagram. He slide into DM, you slide into yours. You got a whole grown ass man at home. Like Eric said, I need somebody that's gonna be there for me, not only through the good times, but through the bad times as well. But every time we hit a bad patch, or I go through something rough, or maybe the money ain't coming in like you want it to come in, I can't take you out and pop bottles like you want to be taking. Because she liked to pop bottles. She liked to entertain and have fun. That was one of the first questions that she asked Shon. What do you do for fun? You need to get out more often. Like that. She likes that lifestyle, that attention. She likes the glitz and the glam. And when he can't provide that to her like he used to, she move on. While I'm moving on. Now, I'm looking at my lips on this camera, y'all. Y'all see how moisturized it all? This is my lip balm. Y'all know I create lip balms too. This is a strawberry rose hip. I ain't even got to put them on. This lip balm will last 8 freaking hours, y'all. Ooh. And you get the gloss and the shine. That's a healthy hydration coming through. I also sell it in lip tins like these right here. $4.29 and $7.99 or $7.49. I think I've reduced the price a little bit. $7.49. Go to survivebeauty.com. Get y'all some lip balms. Treat your lips. It has natural ingredients and benefits. To help block UV rays and shit like that too. And it comes in vegan as well. So if you don't want stuff made with beeswax because you're vegan, I got vegans as well. You know what I'm saying? Just a little short plug. My lips is just gorgeous. I just saw I got to put there we go. It's not a plumping gloss. Oh, I should make a plumping brand. This is mine. That's why there's no label on it. I should make a plumping kind. Where could plumpkin this people want full of lips? Want their lips to look like mine? Okay, let's move on. Shon and LaRonda. On the way home from the session, Shon was saying there was some points that he had heard from Dr. Cole that he was taking in. He liked it, And so LaRonda said, okay, so what's up? This third date with Brittany, what's going on? You like her? I was wondering, if you wasn't as compatible, but she's still giving you what I'm not giving you, then where's that going? He was like, well, she's like, no, I don't know. He is testing the waters, is what he said. He wants to see if he can channel himself and be able to trust himself. Apparently, in his 33 years of life, he said he has never been faithful. LaRonda is the first person he's ever been faithful to. And now LaRonda is sitting back saying, well, I have been 100% giving you all my trust. And now I'm questioning whether or not I should be doing that. Because you don't even trust yourself. He's like, this will be the first time that I'm ever putting myself into this situation. Actually, it's not. It may be your first time putting yourself in this situation with LaRonda, but apparently in all your previous relationships, you have never been faithful. I myself don't know if I could date a dude like that. You ain't never been faithful? Now, being faithful to me, it definitely is a choice. It's a choice you make. That the whole thing that once you're a cheater, you always be a cheater, I think that's a falsehood for me, because I think it's all based on choice. You just don't fall into pussy. You just don't fall onto dick. You know what I'm saying? You make a choice to make that happen. And if you allow yourself to be in situations that can happen, there you go. So that's what Shon is doing, is like seeing if he can put himself in that situation with somebody that he think he can bag, whether or not he's going to be tempted. I think he's tempted. He's very tempted. So he knows he needs to walk away. Because Brittany told him, hey, come into the light, Caroline. Come into the light. She had a show to go to in Florida that night, and he this motherfucker missed her bus to go to Florida for her show just so she could have this date with me. That's because she wants some FaceTime on TV, dog. Come on now. It ain't about you. She's trying to get her face on TV too. She's a singer, okay? But anywho, what got me was when he was telling the story in the session, he said that he almost went to the show with her because he felt guilty that she missed her bus and now she got to drive to Florida. Atlanta to Florida ain't that damn far. It ain't that damn far. It ain't that. She could have called Spirit Airlines for $25. It's not that far, for real. But when he said it, it was like he was looking for a reaction. LaRonda was like, what? That don't make no motherfucking sense. That you want to get up and drive down to Florida with somebody that you only been on a date with a couple times. But you was finna go. Where you taking me? I want to see the show too. That's what I'm saying. You was finna go to Florida. I think in that moment he realized what level of temptation he was putting himself in. You was finna leave your woman, who you say has always been supportive of you. So I'm still not understanding why you looking for so much support out of someone like Brittany when you already said LaRonda gives you the support. But anyway, Shon, like I said, I still think they're gonna stay together. I think the breakup is going to be Jessica and Eric. I still do. I'm still holding strong to that. I don't think Alexia is going to leave Darion. I just don't think it at all. But we didn't get a one-on-one with LaRonda, so I don't know what her heaviest issues is, other than she don't think she could trust that motherfucker no more. But he decided he's not going to go out with Brittany no more. Jessica will go out with her Shon again. Eric needs somebody to date. It's been 2 weeks that Eric has been on a date. He has not been on a date since Ty, the Megan lookalike. He needs to go on a date, Dr. Cole. I don't understand what y'all doing with him. Then who else? So everybody's gonna have a new date next week except for Alexia. Alexia say, I'm not going on no damn date with Darion. I don't give a damn what Dr. Nicole say. It's not gonna happen. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode, and let's get prepared with tomorrow's night show. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being patient. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.